a nice Sunday morning, and of course that meant there was not so much traffic about for the relaying of the track. There we are, outside the box. There was the engine with the workman, and there was a signalman looking out at his work. Now that's John Tucker. He was my fireman at the time. There are the engines in the south end of the shed. And here we are at the north end of the shed. There is a fitter. There's one of my firemen on a 36 class engine. There's a train going down the Monmouthshire, and here we are in the yard, and there are the engines on the shed. Old Stan, the shed turner, going by there on a 66 class. We had quite a number there, a number of them at Pontypool Road. And now we were looking at Crumlin Hall. This was an engine I was oiling at the time, and the engine goes back to have coal on in a minute or two. On that position, I'm what we call doing the bars and glands. There's our old storekeeper, and there's my fireman, and there's the pit. And we're now going back to have coal on. There's Clem Ford. He was a storekeeper. And there's one of the shed shunters. And we've now had the coal on. We're coming back to stand on the pit for me to go underneath to finish the oiling. Now you're at the south end of the shed again, and this time you're seeing the shed turners bringing out 1597. Now this engine used to work between Cardiff and Shrewsbury with the passenger trains. It's Sarum Castle. Old Sarum was many years stationed at Cardiff. Did a lot of work up this way. Now that's a Cambrian engine now, 2296. There's a 72, there's back to another Cambrian engine. And here we are, your Sarum Castle again, going back down. If you notice the column there, the bag is off. That means that someone had chained up the tender, and of course they moved and took the bag with them without remembering to take it away. Here's a 2867. There is a 72 going off shed. They were the same as a 52, but of course they had a longer bunker to hold more coal. Now then you were seeing one of our 49 class been shunted onto the siding, ready for a fitter to work upon him. There's 2288, 2867. Now you're looking at an engine now getting coal down, ready to go off shed. And this is the South Pilot. You see, you got a shunted truck on behind, which the shunters would jump on. And here we are, your Sid Webber now on the old yard Pilot with 4636. There's another view of the south end of the shed where most of the engines were. And there is Ben Phillips, and he was a boiler washer. And now that's an austerity. That was an engine built during the war. Now we're looking at a Grange 6837. There's a monstrosity. This was an Abergavenny driver, an ex-Midland man who would come to Pontypool Road when they closed Abergavenny. And that is the Rook. Now that used to come down on the pasture on midday with crewmen, and they'd turn him and work him back again. The Rook. He wasn't here very long. looking at a 4-cylinder engine, a 50, and this one was at Pontypool Road because he'd got up, there you are, you can see the busted cylinder. It very rarely happened, but and that's Charlie Hewlett, who was the shed gaffer. Now you're looking at 7251, which was taking water at Crumlin, and lo and behold, the van run down and give him that clout, and that was all done by a van. Just showed really that although the steel was very thick, it was also very soft. If you hit the side rods with a spanner as you went around, well, you dented it. It was always very, very soft metal. And there you are, there's an example of what would happen. 5218, that happened at Crumlin while he was taking water. Now we're showing you the stroke of the piston. $72.51, $42.65, and there's Obbs coming down. He was a shift foreman. That was my fireman at the time with his tea bag behind. Now you're looking at Bill Stone going off shed. We're having a demonstration now of climbing up the tender to put the bag in to fill the tender with some 4,000 gallons of water. And that was driver Fred Smith pulling the bag out. Now you're looking at the ash hole now, and here's Obbs, the foreman, stopping someone coming forward because they want to pull one out, and there's the brake whistle being blown to try and draw their attention to stop them. Here you are, you're going to see now Arthur Lewis, who is pulling out this. They're doing a shunt to get an engine from the ash hole. There's old Stan, the shed shunter. John Ellis was my fireman. Arthur Lewis. Now we've got a shot of it in the snow, and there's Horace Morgan bringing off shed to go off shed with a snowplow. Now you're looking at 9650, and on this occasion we're going to show you the motion that was inside. First of all, the big ends and the eccentrics at the back,